Hello, this is going to be the second part of the Zero Hydra Failures campaign. This is the first time that I'm doing this. And yeah, yesterday I kind of went and watched the Infinicil's Nix Hour 51, which I've put in the playlist description, the link to it. The Nix Hour 51 is an Nix Hour 51 is an interesting one because yeah, he goes over. So there are two Nix Hours that are about ZHF. So the number 31, I think, and the 51. So it was really quite a it was quite intense, fixing the root package. And yeah, I was writing some notes. Let's see the notes. So ZHF. So there are these job sets, right? Wait. Let's start again. Let's start again. Let's go to the GitHub. So we're going to GitHub and go to Nix packages. Go to Nix packages and probably issues. Yes. So it's like pinned already here. Zero Hydra failures, NixOS 2405. Maybe I should put this, the title. Opened yesterday by Wigan K. I think he's one of the release managers for the 2405. Yeah, we are release managers for 2405 Uakari. Today we want to invite everyone, right? So the mission job sets. So yeah. So what do we have here? The Nix Hour. Where did I write this now? ZHF. So yeah. All right. So we have the Linux packages and NixOS tests, which I mean, I kind of know what this means, but I'm still not sure what are NixOS tests. Maybe it has to do with modules or something. Nix packages trunk, Linux, and Darwin combined. So Infinicil kind of went along with this trunk combine so that he can test, and that's what I'm going to do because I have a NixOS. So this is, I guess, yes, these are the same packages, but just I guess these are like separated. Linux and Darwin and Linux and NixOS test. Yeah. And what I was curious also, yeah, this is great. Evaluation. Let's remove all this. Let's remove all this. So let's go back and I'll just open this. Let's open a tree style. Let's open our tree style, right? It's kind of very practical. Okay, I'm gonna open the combined in the new tab, and I was curious about submitting fixes, backporting, broken packages, orphan packages. Yes, you can read about failing packages without a maintainer here. So this is something that I'm interested if you're new to NixOS. You'll gain valuable experience working with Nix. By adopting an orphan package, you'll be taking a responsibility that can be both challenging and rewarding. This is a great way to help NixOS. All right. So some of the stuff is being merged, right? People are like doing stuff. Look, this was referenced 2 hours ago. Mentioned this issue 1 hour ago. Reference. All right. So let's check this trunk. And okay, he picks the trunk combined. Why? To be able to reproduce the issue on a local machine, 8664 Linux. That's what I have here. That's what most people, I guess, have. Problematic dependencies, reverse dependencies. Many people looking at those. So yeah, I think he was looking at the problematic dependencies. Wait, is this evaluation errors? No. Jobs, eval errors. Yeah, I think he picked a revision. Is this input changes, Nix packages, jobs? Oh, you see, I didn't write this. It's 2 jobs. Show inactive jobs. What did he do then, right? To be able to reproduce the issue, look at how much time it takes to fail. What is the error? Do I know what to do with it? Look at how much time it takes to fail. Well, what I looked at yesterday, wait a second, is this a revision? What is this? Eval. Oh, this is maybe how many? What is this? How many packages failed? Yeah, I wish this was a little bit more informative. This evaluation. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Look, it all failed. All drivers, Miriway. I think he was looking at this name also. Wow. NixOS unit, enlightenment, grow partition, grub, tests. NixOS tests. So these are NixOS tests. I don't even know what are NixOS tests. There's a Nix Hour that covers that. Let's go back. Now let's try this one. Yeah. NixOS tests all drivers. We have Arch 64. He was saying like to be able to reproduce the issue on your local machine. Arch 64 can't easily build this without some emulation. Log not available, not a good sign. Yeah, he was looking at the package log not available. So get one where is a log. All right. Infinity enters the search for error in the log. So that's like you take a Arch 64 NixOS tests. These are all tests. Six packages. Oh, these are just packages. Rust player on table. Arch. Yoda. Pair to. Yeah, you see, I have no idea what all these things are. Evaluation, newly failing jobs, newly succeeding jobs, aborted, timed out jobs, remove jobs, evaluation errors. Well, if we click on this and timed out, if we go to log and look at last successful build, all right, 4 days ago, last successful build. Let's look at the log. What is this? All driver, Mirrorway. Running phase, unpack phase, patch phase. So first thing, error protocol, error CPP. Oh, this is some kind of C program. Error. There's no error. Error fails. Error fails. Error fail. Error fail. Error fail. Error CPP. Error CPP. Error CPP. Error. 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 Error CPP. Error CPP. Error CPP. Error CPP. I think I'm running in circles. Yeah. See, I have no idea what I'm looking at. Oh, I don't know. Wow. Last successful build. So yeah, the first thing before we try to fix ourselves is go to the issue tracker and just search for existing issues of the package. Look at the name of the package that failed and the derivation name. Yeah, also for anybody who is watching this, do not look, I mean, yeah, it's nice to watch this, but I'm kind of recording this to really record the process of me trying to do ZHF, like from scratch. So I'm not like showing how to do it. I'm like kind of showing all the moves, but oh, this is what this FDFCF is really nice, easy to find. FDFCF. So I'm here in so git pull, already up to date. So FD FZF, and then you can just look. It just looks in real time. Wow. Jack, look at this, so beautiful. And then you get like you can like find stuff like this in real time. So it's so cool. FD pipes with the pipe and then FZF. This is really nice. And anyway, I saw this. He was doing this in the video. Finds the failed package, tries to build it. Finds one of the build dependencies. Okay, so you find the package, right? So we should find a package, then try to build it, like with Nix build a and then my package, and then you will try to build it because and then see what's the what happens, and then maybe fix it. We'll open a branch, I guess, and upstream it. Not sure. I will have to watch the video again. Oh gosh. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Hydra failures. And this is the thing for packages maintained by nobody. These are the sad packages. The sad packages like Amazon image ZFS. Like, how do I test this? Hydra build, right? Build, last successful build. Look at the last successful build and this log. So the last successful build was 5 days ago, and the duration 1 minute and 8 seconds. NixOS Amazon image 24. How do can I build this? Its name. How do I build this? Below is a build a derivation. So this is the successful one, right? Pretty raw tail. Where's the log? Details? Build steps. Build. Maybe here. Right? Yeah. So formatting boot raw. Formatting boot raw. Invalid ELF header magic, right? Error, 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 reported. Error, 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 error reported. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Store. Yeah, so this is like just like in installing. I mean, I know what I'm watching, but I know what I'm seeing. But how to emulate this? I mean, how to mounting Nix Store? Yeah, this is like installing NixOS, right? Do we do this? ZFS is creating the file system. So why did it fail? Specify and build users does not exist. Yeah, the 667 paths will be fetched. And at the end, what happened? Power down, reboot, return 1. Type F, failure hook. Run hook, failure hook. exit, set, exit, local. I don't know. So I don't even know this. Let's see something else. VM tests, VM tests, Emacs packages, Emacs packages, Haskell packages. Haskell packages. Disk image, Python. ZH freeze. This is Arch. It's Donna, Darwin, data shape, Python packages, 12. RG. Postgres. Postgres. Darwin. Why am I looking at Darwin? Oh, because these are failed by maintainer. Press. Neon interpolation. Darwin. Darwin. This is all Darwin. Nix packages. Jupyter all Darwin. Arch. Mikuter. Cached failure. Dependency of the build failed. Now, what's the... let's see the successful 1 second. 1 second. What's the log file? And you build with build root. Error, failed to build gem native extension. Plugins dear, Ruby gems, building native extensions. They could take a while. Error. Installing, failed to build gem native extension. Oh. Gem files will remain installed. Results locked to Nix store. So what does this mean? Failed to build gem native extension. This could take a while. Error installing Nix store. Nix packages Mikuter. What's Mikuter? So what we go to issues, right? Let's check this Mikuter. Oh, Mikuter. And you delete this, right? Mikuter. And we check issues with Mikuter. Fix build against current glib. Oh, we have something from December 6th, Mikuter. And it's kind of an ongoing thing. 2 out of 13 tasks. What's this? When compiled against current version of glib, the glib2 gem in Ruby GNOME fails to build because of a duplicated declaration of the function g bookmark file get type. This has already been fixed upstream 1.2, but the respective patch needs a small adjustment to the path of the affected source file in order to work with Mikuter's gem set declaration. This is closed. Wants to merge into NixOS master. Committed. That's closed. Description of changes. Add a patch that fixes the build. So let's check here. FT FC Mikuter instant messengers. Instant messengers Mikuter. Maybe default. .nix. Oh, applications, networking, instant messengers, Mikuter default.nix. All right. Well, now we're at least doing something. Lib, standard environment, fetch URL, balder, also utils, copy desktop, make that which, right? Let node out may have different values depending on context. Gem, leave the version out. Enable package reuse. MK desktop item. MK info plist with inherit gems rep source native build inputs with some plugins used. Postback install. Oh, this doesn't. I mean, it's long, but I kind of understand it. These are the options if like Darwin install check phase desktop items pass through meta license homepage description and extensible Mastodon client. Oh, that's a Mastodon client. Mikuter. Oh, Mastodon. Let's check what's Mikuter. Mikuter, Hakune. Mikuter, simply, powerfully, and mofully Twitter client. Mikuter has 23 repositories available. Linux Mint community. Simply, 2 followers. Oh, this is all in Japanese. Japanese? Is this Japanese? Yeah. Hakune.net. Is someone maintaining this? Mikuter. Hi. For Android. Function. What is that? Yeah, that's it. Ruby Meta licenses. Wow, someone packaged this. So what's failing? Log off Mikuter trunks combined. You build with build root. Error installing Nix store glib2. There's the glib 3.41 gem. Let's copy this. Failed to build gem native extension. Failed to build gem native extension. Let's look. Let's search again. Mikuter. Mikuter fix against current glib. What are these 13 tasks? No one assigned. Description of changes, things built on platform for non-Linux. Tested. I see no registered maintainers for this package, but according to the commit log you did the last 2 updates, would you be willing to review this change? Alicia Ross. Committed to this repository. Alicia Ross. I know she's in the she's in the Nix team or something. This Mikuter seems quite outdated. Why not upgrade it to the latest of version 5.0.5? The version in Nix packages is almost 3 years old. So there are newer versions. I made the mistake and thought was official. The updates there stopped about 3 years ago. Happen to know the procedure. I see there's an update, but its usage eludes me so far. Ghost is like a deleted one, but the comments stays like when a GitHub Like I'm a ghost. No, I made an account and I locked myself out, and then I made a new account, and then by the time I returned my first account, I just deleted it. But the comment stayed as ghost. But the files in depth need some more editing. The gemlock didn't seem correct for Noko Girl. Hash was correct. I added an entry. Ran Nix build. AMQTR updated hashes, ran Nix build again, and that failed while building GTK stuff. But doing it again, just now it built. Just push the branch. Sorry for the late reply. Looks good. I was able to build and start the application with your branch, so I guess it's better to switch to PR based on your changes instead. I'll close mine. I don't really know what the plugin directory does. I guess that is there for the plugin. I'm not planning on moving forward with my branch. I only posted it as a reference. Take the changes. No attribution necessary. Oh wow. So this is closed, but it's kind of what was changed? Flip 2. This patch fixes a duplicated declaration of G bookmark. Wow, Mikuter. Fix build against Wrangler. That's the... No, that's his. All right, well, I'm not sure. Let's keep this in mind. We have the Mikuter here. Mirrorway. Mirrorway, Mikuter. Let's look more. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna tackle this Mikuter. Merge pull request from our auto update double sim. Make 92 committed 13 minutes ago. Nix packages. Issues. 0 Hydra failures. Let's check again. So problematic packages. Check failed. Failures. These are failed packages from various maintainers. Oh, I see. Like I know some of these names. Like this, Davidoc. What does he have? Humble. Alright. Or Big Soda. Wow, he has a lot of packages. Big Soda. Look at this. Nix packages ZF on Cargo. Yeah, he has a lot of packages. Who has the most? Boomba. 47. Wait, I just saw somewhere. 47. Lekeman. Tiger VNC. Kernel packages. Hardened. Libre. Hardened. Linux Zen. It's like a low level maintainer. So backporting. John Regan created a video covering the backport. Apply the relevant backport label to land the fix in the release branch. Not sure what's backporting. Broken packages. Everything we cannot fix? Yeah. Add a reference explanation. Broken on all platforms. Orphaned. Let's check again the failed ones. Maintain direct failures. Amazon image DFS. How do I test this? I don't know. Let's check another program. Hibernate. VM test. Run Hibernate. What is this? Build of Nix Store VM test run Hibernate. Last successful build. See the log. Machine state will be reset. Machine starting VM. So these are like these are like modules or something. Formatting, writing super blocks, visualization, disk, image. Hibernation. Oh yeah. So but is that a package? I had no idea that you could like package it. Error creating directory. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Error creating directory, Nix Store links, read-only file system. Fail with error. Correctable error, collector initialized. Error creating Nix Store links, read-only file system. Why is it creating directories in Nix Store? Activation script. Setting up activation script. NixOS stage 2. Booting system configuration. Let's see, setting up Etsy. Let's see, where is it? Etsy mentioned? Config file. Setting up Etsy. Config file. Etsy systemd. I think there is an episode. I think there is an episode of Nix Hour NixOS tests. NixOS tests. Intro and poll, a new time, NixOS test declarations in Nix packages, basic structure of NixOS, the test, running the tests. All right. Do the tests use the host Nix Store, building the interactive test driver. Can I like watch this now? Maybe we can watch Nix Hour inside of here.
All right, hello and welcome to the next Nix Hour. Just to start off, I'm trying to find a new time for the Nix Hour based on what works best for the most people. So I opened this poll on Discord where you can participate and select any of the options here. These are times that work for me, but the ones with the most votes, I will try to make the new slot. The poll is linked in the YouTube live stream description as well, so you can find it there. Yes, and so currently no one in the meeting has any question. We are also fairly low on people in the meeting, so yes, but we will look at the Nix Hour repository issues instead. As always, you can open issues beforehand here to ask a question to be looked at in the next Nix Hour or one of the next Nix Hours, and or upvote an existing one to indicate you'd like to see that too. Today, well, we are also a bit low on issues, but today we'll look at the NixOS testing library then. So we looked at this barely a little bit in some past Nix Hours, but not entirely. And so, yeah, let's dig into that. So just NixOS tests, kind of the base of it. I wonder, there's probably a manual section, but maybe later. The base of it is that it runs NixOS machines in a QEMU VM, which can run inside Nix builds. So you can, using a Nix build, you can essentially run an entire NixOS system without influencing your local NixOS system, or you can also run this in CI if certain features are supported. So and the best way to kind of look at the different things you can do using NixOS tests, almost as always, is just look at Nix packages. There's a ton of examples there. So that would be in the NixOS tests directory. There's a lot of tests for a lot of the packages, for the modules, for various components of NixOS in here. And we can look at these to kind of see what you can do. So, well, let's try to find a simple one. I'm just going to pick a random one here. Oh, that's not bad. So all of the tests, at least in Nix packages, are declared in this way. You import make test Python. Originally, this was Perl. Well, originally it was just called this, I believe. But originally, the tests were written using Perl. And we'll see down here is the test script. That's what's now written in Python, previously in Perl. It's kind of the driver of the tests. And yeah, there was a big effort to rewrite this using Python because Perl is just a bit more ancient and less people know about it. There is also my recommendation for where you can find documentation for like overview of the NixOS tests is in here. There should be, here, integration testing using virtual machines on the nix.dev webpage. And yeah, this should go over how you can declare your own test and what function you need to call. Specifically, it's packages.nixOS test for third-party packages. And so here in your own test declaration, you'd use packages.nixOS test here instead of this import make test Python thing. And this would give the same result. For now, we'll just use this here. And actually, we can also here see why this is done this way in Nix packages. Because if we had something like this wouldn't work because we don't have the packages in scope here. We could make it a bit bigger. We don't have packages in scope, and so we'd actually have to take like packages as input here. Like that would actually work. So never mind. So we could do something like this here, where we take like import ... yeah, although then we have to pass arguments here, and it gets a bit confusing. And so in Nix packages, what this kind of does is it's kind of a convenience thing. So you can both import the file and use it in like a larger test suite, but you can also build it directly. So the kind of nicest way to run these tests is just to Nix build the file. And you do this just like Nix build Sandicos, and I didn't save it. Yeah. Let's let this run in the background. We're gonna NixOS tests build Sandicos. Yeah, and so let's look at the overall structure of these tests. So we have name, we have maintainers. The main thing here is nodes. The nodes allows you to declare a list, like a number of NixOS machines to be run in the test. And each of the attributes here declares one NixOS machine, while the attribute value here is the configuration of that machine. So that's just like your configuration.nix on your local NixOS machine. And so here you can use all of the options. You can here we open ports, we enable a service. There's a different machine which also has ports open. It's some proxy server, including Nginx. You can do anything. You can do normal NixOS here. And then the second part of it all is the test script. And so this instructs the driver how to actually execute the test and what to do with these machines and how to verify that the test succeeds. And so one of the first things you'll see in all of these is start all, or almost all of them. This starts all the machines, which is fairly self-explanatory. So it boots up the machines, it makes them, pretty much just starts them, starts the VM. We have some convenience things like subtest for just testing in general. But all of these machines are available as variables in the Python script here. So Sandica's default, this was declared up here as an attribute name. And so all of these machines have a certain number of options of commands you can run on them. So here we have a wait for unit, which waits for a systemd unit to finish, starting up. So a lot of times you'll see this. Multi-user.target is a unit that's started when, or it's completed when kind of the machine booted up. And you'll also see a lot of services depending on this service being finished. And like, let's just do a brief check here in the NixOS modules directory. We can search for multi-user.target. And you see that a lot of them have wanted by. Wanted by just indicates this needs to have been started before this server can be started. But yeah, so this is fairly common. We have a succeed, which runs a command and on the machine and fails if it fails. We have similarly fail. Yeah, a whole bunch of things. The full API of these, I think, can be found in the NixOS manual. I believe this page should also link to that somewhere. Oh, here. Yes, VM testing operations API reference, which is in the NixOS manual under the NixOS tests chapter. Down here somewhere we should have, yeah, this machine objects. So these are all the methods available on the machines. So starting, this is the start all also takes care of that. Shutdown, there's also really neat, we can take screenshots of the machines. And then we can access these screenshots in the build result. We can send, oh, this is useful for when you want to enter some keyboard input, execute, succeed, fail, all of these. Shell interactors is also useful, I believe, for development. And so yeah, this is neat, and let's see, we have it ran here. Let's run this again. So, well, if you just try Nix build again, it's gonna say the derivation is already built. This takes a long time to go. But now we can run ZHF check to run it again using the, well, this is the traditional CLI still. And now we can see how the machine actually starts. And so honestly, there is an issue on how it just prints way too many things, and it's hard to see how the test actually works. And like all of these commands here are the important thing, but you get littered with all of these startup logs. And so this hopefully will be fixed at some point in the future. But you can see it ran in, well, that was like 15 seconds or so. And it ran 3 different machines. It stopped the machines after it was done. It ran all of the things. You can see the output here.
All right, let's just try something. So let's go to NixOS and tests. So right, NixOS and tests. These are, that's what Infinisil was doing, NixOS tests. So NixOS trunk combine, NixOS tests hibernate. So hibernate should be here, right? Hibernate.nix. Look at it. Hibernate.nix. So if I just nix build hibernate, what's going to happen? Was he doing -A? See, I'm not even sure now.
And
Then he did check.
But now we can run.
Yeah, he did check. He did check and Nix build. Yeah. Okay. Copying path. Copying. He's downloading a lot. Copying path. It's interesting, this copying path. What does that even mean? Copying path, you know? It's not like downloading. Copying path, building, copying path. From yes, we should check the Amazon image. Hibernate. What's the, this was the fail. What was the successful build time? 44 seconds. VM test run hibernate. Oh, can I run it like this? Generating VM test run hibernate. What if I run like VM test run hibernate NixOS? Will I find something? Unable to resume from hibernate. Hibernate, clone this repository. Hibernate doesn't work anymore. So, I mean, I'm not doing anything. This is probably boring, but it's interesting, you know, at least kind of, this is a very important part of of learning, is to really map out things like we're doing. I used to be able to run systemctl, system control, hibernate, but since I upgraded to 221, hibernation won't work anymore. Sleep with verb hibernate not supported. Okay, so it finally works. Just FYI, I don't think NixOS supports hibernating to a swap file rather than a regular block device. Well, is this important? Today I learned that the kernel knows how to resume from swap files. You do have to use the resume offset kernel parameter, and you have to set to boot resume device. NixOS option to the device of the file system containing the swap file, or else NixOS will default to the first swap device you have configured that start with dev. These are my current config: boot resume device, kernel parameters, swap device. Do I have hibernate on my NixOS? Starting VM. It's starting VM. Oh, wow. So it's starting VM. NixOS stage 2, starting VM. I'm starting a virtual machine now. I wonder how I would check that Amazon no swap. This has to do something with swap. No swap space? What was that message? Failed. Did I see failed? Saw some failed. Starting VM. Power off. Finished. Suspending console. Oh, so this is like a package of sorts that you maintain. I didn't know this. Finally works. Security protect kernel image false. You know what's is this starting again? NixOS stage 1. I want to see something. So let's check. Let's check. No, the hardware. So I think I have hibernation enabled. Boot file system. Enable redistributable update microcode. No. Starting VM. Waiting for the VM to finish booting. Waiting for the VM to power off. Forced crash. So what is it doing? On my lap, this is 2 months later. Hibernate function is broken. So this is the hibernate function. My power button is configured to hibernate and I use it a lot now. After booting back up, I have to log in and all programs are closed. Just like after a shutdown. Always the same with systemctl hibernate. Also have a big swap partition, but I already had it before reinstallation. In the logs, the only relevant lines seem to be the following. Catalyst B. Starting pre-sleep image not found. System sleep entering sleep state hibernation. Journal CTL boot. How do I begin to investigate this? Setting the boot resume device option configuration fixed it for me. See this. According to the documentation of this option, if left empty, the swap partition are used, but in my case it wasn't so. It can be checked with cat sys power resume. What happened with our Nix store? Terminating. Kill machine. Must fail. grep not persisted to disk. Finished. Waiting for unit default target. No such file or directory. Run the VM test script. Clean up. Finished. Kill. So, did this even fail? Can I open it? Okay, system built-ins, current system config with import, hibernate, make test. Oh, this is like make test. Common virtualization, sleep target, power management. So what did I have? If left empty, the swap partitions are used. I had the same problem. In my case, it was caused introduce option to control hibernation, which unfortunately didn't warn people about this happening as I suggested here. So the solution, but make sure you understand what this means, is to do boot ZFS force import root false, boot ZFS allow hibernation true. In case this doesn't fix it for you, some other options will have added no hibernate to boot kernel params. You can figure out where by looking at the definitions of boot kernel params. Nix REPL. Oh, this is cool. You can just like similarly for flakes. LF. Outputs NixOS configuration design. Oh, this is nice. He can like inspect his own configuration. Wow. This is next level stuff. This should really be added to a tutorial somewhere. This worked for me. I just have the standard swap partition Something is clearly up with the purported default behavior. This was a useful hit. If you have boot init system enabled, then setting boot resume device can help. Boot init enable. What do we have here? Hibernate, machine. That's it. Test script. Yeah, I don't feel I'm up to this. This is like hard stuff. But, you know, I'm learning. Host name Nix. Okay, we learned something, I guess. Let's keep up. Orphaned. Orphaned. Amazon image. Hydra. Install Hibernate. Try something. Rosenpass. Tiny proxy. Next packages cone. So Darwin. Emacs. Black. Gobby, GM run, Haskell packages, fractal art. Changelog. Errata. What's errata? Let's do Nix packages errata. Build Nix store. Previous build, cached failure. 29 seconds log. Running phase. Oh, oh my, this is like building a Haskell package. Yeah, I can't do anything here. I don't know anything about this. I mean, every time when I would build a Haskell package, it was oof, like errors. No, no hmake, no happy, no nothing found, no Alex found, no Alex found using R found, no C2HS found using install prefix. Yeah, I would have to now check the errata. No C2HS found. What's the errata? Errata. Let's check. Google Haskell packages. Opened last week. Update, stackage, and hackage. Regular merge. Marala saw this guy in Haskell channel. At least once every 2 weeks. See NixOS Haskell team calendar for who is currently in charge of this branch. Oh wow. Cloud, next cloud. Oh, this guy, he has a Nix Haskell merger Sedepil about. These are the people from the Haskell Nix channel. Merger, so someone has to do this every 2 weeks. Oh, this is nice. This is the schedule in the cloud Maralonde. Get your own free account. Everyone has like everyone has their own cloud. Choose one of our several trusted providers with your free home user account and start your next cloud journey today. I just wonder They have their own server. Nextcloud. Okay. So what do I do now? Yeah, this episode is going already for like how long? 1 hour. Well, this is gonna be interesting. I wonder maybe this will be the longest ZHF campaign without any success. No, this is good. This is good. I kind of record this for my own benefit because it helps me. I learn much better like this. And maybe, you know, I guess it will help me in making a good blog about the experience. Like I have 50, you know, recordings to show to back my blog. Skill workflow maintained. But is there errata here? Oh, timed out. Darwin 10 packages. Haskell. Oh, this team is really working. Unmaintained packages will build failure. Errata. Yeah. These are like the unmaintained. This is interesting. State stackage and hackage. Commits. What are the commits? Package LTS. Checks. Files change. What files were changed? See, this is a lot of files. Are these some kind of automatic changes? Commit URL. Source only. Well, these are like big changes. Yeah. Okay. Well, we looked so far at Haskell package, the messenger, and I'm kind of doing always the first step, not going really too deep. NixOS Amazon image. How do you even test this? Nix store. Nix store. Details. File. NixOS release combine Nix in input Nix packages. Nix name. NixOS release combined Nix in input Nix packages. That's the expression. Wait. Release combined Nix. What's the release combined Nix? This job set defines the main NixOS channels. Unstable NixOS 1404. 1404! Channel is updated every time the tested job succeeds. All other jobs have finished. Let Nix packages. Remove maintainers. Rec. Attribute set NixOS remove maintainers. Inherit stable branch. Built-ins remove attrus. Tests. Tests. So this is, I gotta learn more about this tests thing, but there is a tutorial. But yeah, I'm doing the Nix dev tutorials, right? Maybe I could do, because of the ZF, the zero ZHF, Nix language basics, packaging existing software. So we did this. Overrides. Guess do we do this now? Overrides, or we did this? Adds more convenience. No, we did this. All right, cool. Working with local files. This is a nice one. And then we come to NixOS. Virtual machines integration testing. Continuous integration cross compilation. Module system deep dive. Yeah, this is important. Module deep dive. NixOS integration testing. This is the thing. Oh, what do you need? Basic introduction, test environment. The NixOS VM tests. Tests, minimal example. Label the test. In the previous tutorial. NixOS configuration on VM. Yeah, we do that too. Running tests, interactive Python shell, the virtual machine, test with multiple virtual machines, additional information regarding NixOS tests, module system deep dive, NixOS virtual machines. I guess this is important. Services. NixOS configurations can be used to test and use NixOS using a virtual machine independent of an installation on a bare metal computer. Starting from default NixOS. Oh, we're going to make a VM-based virtual machine. Importing. All right. Running GNOME on a graphical VM. Running Sway as a Wayland compositor. Yeah, well. References. Integration testing. Module system deep dive. Yeah. Packaging existing software file sets. So working with local files. This is the tutorial I really want to do. Next build with file sets, because there's the, well, you can see the last successful build. Stream turns slow, so Infinistal transfers the build to one of server build machines. Looking at diffs. So he's kind of looking at clues, right? He finds the commit hash, checks it out, git show commit. Now wants to find the original commit. Git log, patch. They should now use the diff finally finding. Ooh. I'll try a little bit more. Let's try again. Issues. 0 Hydra failures. I'll have to watch again and watch the Nix Hour 31. Problematic dependencies count. 30. Broken. Again, this failed by maintainer. Let's remove this Hydra logs. These are packages failed to build themselves. VM test, run schedule. Loider. Which Loider? Run task server. Tiny proxy, rosenpass. What's rosenpass? Rosenpass. 12 seconds. Log. Let's check the log. Machine state will be reset. VM. This again about VMs, virtualization disk image created. Booting, error. Platform regulatory, direct firmware load for regulatory DB fail with error. Fail to load regulatory DB. Fail to load regulatory DB. What does this mean? Does Chat GPT know stuff like this? How can you help me? Well, let's see what you say. Protocol error. Rosenpass service failed to set up credentials. Failed to set up credentials. The error message you're seeing indicates that the Linux kernel is attempting to load a regulatory domain database. Directly from the firmware, but is failing to do so, means that the file could not be found. Oh, ensure that the regulatory DB file exists in the expected location, which is usually within lib firmware or a similar directory. You can do this by running ls lib firmware regulatory DB in your terminal. Let's check this actually. This kind of looks rosenpass ls. So this is with test, right? Let's go to tests and check rosenpass. EQ. Why do I? Rasgar. Result. Rosenpass. Okay. Let's do rosenpass. Make test Python next. Device name, server, public, secret, listen. What's rosenpass? What's working with local files? Let's check this. Let's go to issues and check rosenpass. Unstable. Darwin rebuild Linux failed to set up credentials. Oh, describe the bug. That's a bug. After bumping systemd from 2536 to 2543, a one-shot service using credentials no longer starts. Azazel. Steps to reproduce. Wow, there's a lot of work here. This is incredible. Fails with store path. Notify maintainers. This is running on VPS. So there's something weird going on. Can you try again? This guy, wow, he's working a lot. Elvish, and he's on the Matrix channel. Elvish, Jericho. Can you try this with systemd log level set to debug? Either boot with system log level or run systemctl log level debug before starting the service. You see, this requires a lot of experience. I'm kind of trying to grab some kind of low level low hanging fruit, but I also tried applying the patch. Rosenpass, refactor, add, and module. Merged. Oh, mention this issue. Split Rosenpass. Lawrence. Yeah. Lawrence, I know that name. Add module and test. Split Rosenpass into Rosenpass tools containing the RP script, which is not used by the module, and Rosenpass containing the Rosenpass binary. Refact. What's Rosenpass? Rosenpass Flake, main, Rosenpass. Rosenpass. We provide packages for Nix. So VPN. Oh, build post-quantum secure VPNs with WireGuard. Rosenpass. What is Rosenpass? It's a free open source software based on the latest research in the field of cryptography. Intended to be used with WireGuard VPN, but can work with all software that uses pre-shared keys. Nice. Explain it like I'm... In-depth explanations about what Rosenpass does at different levels. Pick whatever suits you best. I'm like 5, alright. What is cryptography? This is nice. What is a VPN? How can I use Rosenpass? Documentation. Which systems are supported? Nix package is stable. Nix package is unstable. Builds. So this is like a module. Rosenpass issue. Formally verified post-quantum secure VPN. Rikla Handwerk. Rosenpass is a formally verified post-quantum secure VPN that uses WireGuard to transport the actual data NLN project. Oh wow. This is the summer of Nix. There already exists a flake.nix, I mean NLNet project. I think they're like, no, I don't know. Some of the projects in Nix are sponsored by NLN project. I think Windows on Nix. Yes, summer of Nix. Status mobile. NGI Nix. Oh, this is a NGI Nix projects package with Nix. This is cool. The authors would like to see Mac support, BSD support, improving the efficiency of our Nix-based GitHub actions. Rikla Handwerk. Mighty Gem added this to Summer of Nix on July 12. Added the NGIO review. July. Hi, I did the initial work on our Nix stuff, so figured I'd brief you a little. Currently packaging Rosenpass for NixOS blocked by weird combination of bugs. Adding a module to the flake. Oh, it's just this is... I'm a self-taught in Nix, and outside of my bubble, very few people reviewed my Nix code. I'd be very interested in receiving feedback on my work. I'm the project lead of Rosenpass. Just check it in here. Okay, is our Nix expert. I think he can best handle the communication about this process. Move this from mobilized in summer of Nix. Hi, Wuke. The mob has picked this issue. We're finishing up other work at the moment, but our next issue will be this one. We'd like to implement a service with NixOS tests involving at least 2 VMs that peer successfully. Please clarify, since there's flake Nix upstream, should we directly contribute definition of module containing service and tests in the upstream repo, or should we just consume the upstream flake and implement module and tests in NGI packages? So if so, there are the corner cases of providing Arch. I personally think that for the rosenpass project, it would make most sense to directly contribute to their repo, but I'm not sure whether they are my constraints by NGI. No constraints from our side, just make sure that the result is also accessible through this repo as a single point of contact, otherwise do whatever is the most likely to succeed. All right, I forked rosenpass at which algae will use to prepare a pull request against upstream, followed by a pull request against NGI. After taking a look at the flake, we had problems using it. For that reason, we decided to package rosenpass in NGI packages repo in the mob algae rosenpass branch. First, we are using build rust package, and due to some dependency issues, we are packaging. Can you please elaborate? Once we release. We were not able to pass the rosenpass package to our NixOS test configuration. We do not see a problem with taking over the PR Nix packages. We have already finished packaging. We are struggling to get rosenpass to work without the use of the RP script. We have 2 NixOS test VMs, client and server. Would you please give us the exact list of commands without using RP, which will allow us to successfully connect the VMs with rosenpass and WireGuard? Also, we were wondering, how does rosenpass rotate the pre-shared key? The PR to Nix packages is now the most up-to-date version of the package and module and test. Make sure you have the most up-to-date version Nix packages before the end of summer of Nix. Okay, we're not using RP anymore, and we figured out that rosenpass just calls VG set periodically. Our test checks that VG show all pre-shared keys, does not print none. Check modules rosenpass Nix and tests rosenpass if you like. Rosenpass package in Nix packages was updated, and there's now a rosenpass module in NixOS that will make it into the 23.11 release. All right, so that was success. This is fantastic news. Thank you. The Nix packages PR is merged, non-blocking cleanup to reduce duplication, and close this as completed. So, and this is failing. rosenpass service failed to set up credentials. So this is completely out of my depth. But it was interesting to read this. Failed to set up credentials, protocol error. Wow. There's a lot of discussion. Did I try to build this? No. All right. Well, I think I'm going to stop recording because this is an hour and a half, right? I'm going to stop recording and then I'm just going to start recording again, or maybe I'll do the file sets tutorial to make a little break. Not sure. That's it. Okay.